What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. The video yesterday went over the passing game, everything broke, and I wanted to go ahead and do a run play, which again just shows how flawed this game is. And the reality is, guys, this isn't a positive play decal on a field. This is real work, hard work, reprogramming, redoing logic, redoing assets, getting new animations. But that's what EA needs to do to commit to make a good football game, because this right now is not doing it. We're going to start off, take a look at these two linemen. All they have to do is go out and find someone to block. There's really only two players. But the logic in this game is so broken, whether they're pulling too far back, whether they're moving too fast, whether they're running in the back of each other. The end result is they can't go out and do this. Now, I also want to say that this puts the halfback in a weird position here. Because as you can see, they run through the back of each other to go block. I get stuck out with Mark Lewinsky. And guys, there's no animation, there's no button, there's nothing that I can actually press to create this to happen. I just get thrown back into him and then start going through him, and this simultaneously causes Brown to over-pursue the play because players shouldn't be going through each other. So they run right past him, but I want to focus on this interaction right here, because this is how the edge is set in this game. There's no base. There's no foundation. These are two of the better offensive linemen in the league. Quentin Nelson may be one of, if not the best. And look at how they're just not winning this battle. So that's a real big concern when you're looking at how this edge is set. But aside from that, I actually have those players just forced out of the play because of the shifting and the warping. But right now, as I go to move upfield, I've got all this room in front of me, all this open field. But I've got two players looking back at me, a lineman and a tight end. Why? Blocking logic would never have them running back to me. But blocking logic in Madden is broken. So are most of these interactions. That's why when you go through a player, defensive players over-pursue. That's why they can't actually go target correctly. When you watch this, slow down. I don't even know what this play should be if it were to really happen, other than a whole bunch of cut players. So you've got these two linemen that can't target. You basically leave the gap wide open, the linebacker one gets pushed down, and then I get forced into that interaction. The second linebacker just runs right past me because he can't do anything because he doesn't expect me to go through the lineman. Then I get into the open field where I've got another lineman literally looking right back at me. And this is next-gen football. This is what EA has worked years to perfect. Doesn't happen. Shouldn't happen. Should be much better than it is, and it's not. And some of you just don't want to see it. Start to move upfield, he's literally running like in tandem with me, and then starts to run at me. There's no excuse for logic this bad. That player should immediately be turned around and working upfield. There's no football movement that says run toward the player you're blocking for. None. This is what Clint Oldenburg apparently signs off on as a former lineman. Maybe the only good part of this play is the tackle, because that means the play's over and the game can be put out of its misery until you go and select another game to play. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. I will be back. Because any play in this game can be looked at and shown how awful it is, but at least they put that little heart in there in the week with more commentary.